Good morning, Lashnistas. It's Whitney here. I've been thinking, I was actually up in the middle of the night last night. Kara did a post yesterday in Lux Lashes, and, I just thought I'd talk about it a little bit. What's the hardest thing about working Younique? What's the hardest thing about this business? I'll tell you, the hardest thing about this business is making yourself work, making you work. Sometimes I wish it was more than $99 to sign up. It's so easy for people to just quit, to say, oh, well, it was only $99 and I got a ton of makeup and, whatever. It's easy to push it aside. It's easy not to treat it like a business. It's easy not to, to take a day off, to not work it. When nobody is there, when you're building a business and there is nobody there to tell you you have to do it, there's nobody there to fire you if you don't do it. The hardest part about growing this business is being self-disciplined. It is making yourself do the work. And it's so important. It's so easy, I know, to say, oh, I'm so busy today and I got this going on and this going on and this going on and I'll do it tomorrow. And that's not okay because every day you take a day off, you take a step back. So I'm just saying, if you have the slightest, teeniest dream of going to the top of this company, if you want that, if you don't want it, fine. I mean, and that's perfectly fine. But for those of you, and then there's those who know they do, and the rest of you, who aren't sure or whatever, I'm just saying, if you have the slightest little dream about it, if you have the slightest thoughts about it, if you think about it, but you don't think you can, I'm telling you right now, you can. I've built a business before. I'm used to working for myself and making myself work. I was a single mom starting my business. I started it when I was in my 20s, and, it was a necessity that I worked. I mean, I had to do it. I had to get up and make myself do it. Nobody was there to make me do it. Nobody. I had to get up and do it, or my kids weren't going to eat, or I wasn't going to eat. So, you have to be hungry. You have to either literally be hungry and need the food on the table, or you have to be hungry for your why. And this is why I talk about so much about self-improvement books and just bettering yourself, all of these books to learn your why, because it needs to be important and it needs to drive you and you need to be hungry for it. To know what you need to do to make yourself a better person, to make yourself more self-disciplined, to give yourself more empathy, to work with your team. All of these things. Eric Worre, says, don't even treat it like everyone says treat it like a business and it'll treat you like a business, and that's true. But Eric Worre even says don't even treat it like a business, because when you start a business, you're still your own boss. You don't have to do it, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Nobody's there to fire you. But if you're not working it, you're firing yourself slowly every day. So he says treat it like a job. There's people who won't do this, but, they haven't missed a day of work in 14 years, no matter what's going on. So, it doesn't have to be 40 hours a week or anything like that, but you need to set the time aside. You need to be disciplined about it and, do it every single day. The only difference between those at the top, the black level ones now, and anybody who's white, the only difference is that they do it every day and they do it when they don't want to. No, we all have days we don't want to do it. Like, I have so much other stuff going on, and other work, and I still have my other company, and, there's lots of days I don't want to do it, or lots of days I want to sit on my chair and watch TV all day when, I don't have depots. I mean, lots of days, but, it's important to carve out that time and keep yourself disciplined. So that's the hardest part. So that's the hardest part, is making yourself work, I believe, is the hardest part. The work itself is not hard. It might be frustrating. You need to, but it's hard to make yourself do it over and over and over and over. And when you have no's, to keep going. That's what the winners do. That's what the successful people do. That's what they do. I'm sure, like, a high percentage of people aren't successful in direct sales. But you know what? It's not because of them. I mean, not because of the person they are or the education they have or the people that they know. It is only because they quit. That's it. Nobody can succeed at anything if they quit. It's just because they quit, because it's easy to quit, because you're not losing a lot of money, which, like I said, sometimes I wish it was $5,000 to sign up. You'd have more of an investment to do it. So anyway, that's just my thought for today on what I truly believe is the hardest thing about this business, and just to know that you can do this business. You just have to be self-disciplined. Make yourself work. Make yourself work. It's as simple as that. It's book, sell, sponsor. Everybody does the same thing. Nicole Smith up here does the same thing as somebody who just signed up 3 minutes ago down here. Same things, just consistency over and over and over, and it's all about just doing it over and over. You know, we have fun challenges and stuff on this page, and I love giving away prizes and all of that. But the real prize here is building your business. That's the real prize. The real prize is making your dreams come true. That's the real prize. And so I love doing them, and don't get me wrong, we have fun, and I want to keep it fun. Hello, we're selling mascara, not insurance. You know, no one's asking you to perform surgery. You know, these are fun things. Anybody can do this job. Anybody can do this business if you want it bad enough and your why's big enough and you're willing to work for it. And that's it. And as slow or as long as it takes you to do it, depending on your other schedule, whatever, but just do it consistently. And as far as like all the challenges and stuff, I'm going to challenge you right now to go back through the team page. These are just things that will help you with your business. You know, maybe the challenge is over, but you know what? Maybe there's not a prize anymore for that challenge. But you know what? Go back through and do them. If you do this all the time, there's always tasks. I'm always giving away I'm always putting up tasks, but you can always go through it with the pages and find tasks. And just because you can't win a prize doesn't mean you can't do it, because the prize is in building your business. So I just hope that if you have the slightest dream of making this everything come true, that it can come true with this company. It's so fabulous that, you give your business what it deserves so it can give back in return to you what you deserve. Okay, that's it. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. It's beautiful here, and I'm going to get to work. Okay, love you guys. Bye.